pack. This is a ULA circuit. It's overall a 70-liter pack. Weighs about 2.3 pounds. With some of the add-ons I have the aluminum stay, and I also added a little baggie that I attached inside. It has some of my knickknacks. Knickknacks would include a bear bag rope, 550 paracord, because we're going to do a little bit of bushcrafting during the week just to keep up some of the skills. And I actually have, because I'm an accountant and these things are abundant for me, these little binder clips, which weigh nothing, and they're great to put up on your hammock and dry out your socks and your wet shirt or anything like that that needs to be dried. Alright, circuit has a big mesh outer pocket, side pockets. It's got hip pockets, which are about 100 cubic inches. The overall pack is 70 liters, but the main pocket inside the pack is only 40 liters. Alright, I think that's about it. I'm going to move on to my sleep system. Okay, let's talk about the sleep system. In case you haven't figured it out by now, I am a hammock camper. So, in every one of my videos I make it a point to show the hammock off, so I'm not going to open it up. But this is the Warbonnet 1.1 single layer hammock. I love it. You really can't beat this, only because for me it has the extended foot box, so you can lay at a diagonal and it takes the pressure off your calves. It has an integrated shelf, so you can put certain items up away from you, and you can take the bug net and push it to the side if you don't want to use the bug net. So this thing really has it all for me. Next thing would be the tarp, which is the OES MacCat Spin UL Deluxe. Again, check out the Summer Changes video. That's going to show you all about this and the continuous ridge line and all that stuff. So it's a big change for me. Next thing would be the actual sleeping bag. This is the Warbonnet Black Mamba 3-season top quilt. And I've showed its winter brother off before, and this is the 3-season. So all that fits in that little bag. Weighs about 19 ounces and compresses into nothing. So I've actually went with down instead of synthetic material, mainly because down is much lighter. It retains heat a lot better, and it's more compressible. And I needed, being this is a 40-liter, with the main compartment's a 40-liter section, you don't have much room to work with, so I was trying to be as compact as possible. The only thing with down doesn't have that synthetic does have, is synthetic gets wet, still keeps you warm. If down gets wet, then it's going to lose its ability to keep you warm, and it becomes useless. So you really have to take a little bit extra precaution, especially if it's going to be a rainy season, to protect your down products and make sure they don't get wet. But we'll go into that when I pack this thing out. Trying to speed this along because it looks like the first section went a lot longer than I wanted it to. For underneath insulation, I went with the Warbonnet 3-season Yeti. Same thing, down, easily compressible, weighs about, I think I clocked it at 11.5 ounces. Maybe it's closer to 10 ounces. Bring this back. This is what's considered a 2/3 underquilt, which means it only covers 2/3 of my body. So what you have to do is cover from your legs down to your feet. And what I have here is a Gossamer Gear 1/8 inch pad, thin light pad, that I cut down, which covers from my waist down. Weighs 1.8 ounces when I cut down to this length. So basically it weighs nothing. And I've used it a couple times. I used it on my last trip. Worked out perfectly, so I really can't complain. I also have this wrapped up in 1/4 inch thin light pad that I left over from when I cut down my window section. And I use this as a sit pad. So again, this only weighs probably another ounce and a half. And I use it to sit on. A lot of rocks in the AT. Don't want to have a rock stick in your butt? Bring a sit pad. Makes sense. Alright. To go along with that, 5.5 days, you probably want to bring an extra pair of clothes. Everything after like 3 days, you're going to get funky. So, and I have a shuttle coming to pick me up at the end of the hike, and I don't want to be stinky guy for the shuttle guy. So, see what's in here. At night, since the Black Mamba doesn't have a hood, you're going to need a little beanie. So, night when I go to sleep, put this on, keep the head covered, keep nice and toasty. Extra pair of socks. I hike in one pair of socks, and then when I'm about to go to bed, I put another pair of socks, only because when you hike, you sweat, your feet are going to get sweaty, and if you go to bed with cold feet, your night's going to be ruined. So I set the other socks up on the hammock somewhere and they're drying out, and then at night, put these on, nice and good. It's always nice to put on clean something. Clean underwear and clean socks are always nice to put on. Here is a merino wool midweight smart wool. It's going to get cold at night. The pants themselves are fine. My last trip it got down to close to 38 degrees, 40 degrees, and I had just the pants on. They were fine. I didn't need any long johns. But I will need something for the top. It's just me. The top gets, my torso tends to get cold. Extra pair of shorts. These are completely nylon, polyester blend. So if I sit by the fire, these things will get messed up. So just to warn you, sit by the fire, flying ember will burn right through it. What else? Extra shirt for my shuttle guy when I show up. I want to be stinky, or as less stinky as possible. Same thing, polyester nylon blend, wicks away the moisture. And extra pair of underwear. I forgot to show the underwear in the first one. Again, don't want to wear cotton underwear. You're going to get a lot of thigh chafe, especially when you're sweating. It gets humid out there, especially late spring, early summer. These are 100% micropolyester. So I haven't had any problems with these so far. But so on miscellaneous items, you'll see that I compensate for that as well. Alright, let's move on to the food and the cook kit.